Yep, see you in the show.
I want to say not next weekend, but the weekend after.
Whoa, that early?
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay, take that back. Maybe early February.
All right, Masago, I want you to do Champ Select again.
All right.
I'll do the casting in game, but I want to see what you think about Champ Select.
I'll help you out with Jam Select. We'll run this like an actual Jam Select. Is that coolly?
Yep, just play off of what Brent says.
Got it.
Brent will give you a topic, he'll hand it to you, and then you just respond with it, alright?
Okay.
It's a game of catch. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, catching, throwing the ball back and forth. We're in the Jam Select. I gotta finish this fucking chips and salsa before we get started here. There we go. So, before we really get started, the big thing is that right here at the very front, where there's nothing to do but except wait for the actual picks, you can talk about random shit. Like, anything. Any random shit ever. In SoCal game. You don't really have to tell them.
I think I got something here. I got something. So starting off with that Jax and Mundo ban, but I'm not sure if they might want to actually go ahead and ban that Thresh because of Christian's on-point Thresh hooks from last game. He was proving that he was the real Thresh prince there.
Yeah, the Thresh doing a lot of work last game is really what sealed the deal for the blue side. These teams did end up switching, so our blue team is now our red team, and our red team is now our blue team. As the Thresh slips through 100%, Oxy are maybe looking to first pick that as the Thresh Prince. Going to try to be true to his name. We'll see maybe here. Tom Ken Shiraka being banned again from last time. Pretty solid bans. Just waiting on the last one here. As these teams get ready to fight it out on the Rift.
And there's the Rankin ban against them. They don't want that back in the game again. That Rankin was a beast last game.
Well, surprisingly, yeah, Renekton obviously they felt did more than the Thresh, as the Rek'Sai gets first picked here. Oh, excuse me, I'm already slipping. The Rek'Sai may get picked up here. The Thresh, I'm surprised, is not going to be too high a priority. I would imagine the purple side picks it up pretty early.
Yeah, no love to supports. No supports ever get any love.
Supports always get shat on as Zero gets locked in, but the favorite thing with supports is that Ezreal Targ video. We're at the end. Good good job, Ezreal. After Targ does all the work, the life of a support for anybody who plays it or God forbid mains it. God help, God rest your souls.
I think the only supports that get any love is like Mad Life. And Christian was channeling Mad Life there, so he's gonna get a little bit of love from his team from that.
I'm sure he will, as his hooks were on point. Doing a lot of work. The supports bring so much utility to the game, and they do so much. Anybody can deal damage, but it takes a very good player to bring great utility, to time everything perfectly, to use it on the right champion and in the right spot.
But looks like they're going to pick up the Amumu here with a Poppy.
Yes. Poppy and
really
Blue bringing great utility.
Oh, yeah. And the Poppy W, I believe, is going to stop the Azir from trying to reposition mid-team fight if she's good at it. Or stopping all those dashes. And then the... continue?
No. Keep going.
Okay. And then the team fight abilities... for Mumu to be able to lock them up and then Poppy to be able to ult select people out if it works out correctly. Could really get that Volibear probably out of the way for them to get back to the Azir or Lulu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Poppy gonna be able to knock away the tanks in the front line of the blue team here and allow her team to get in there. Gonna open up the avenues for Mumu to get in there with the great Banish Toss ultimate to lock everybody in. So we'll see if they're able to play that to much effect. How their team communication, goes down, if it's on point as it was last game to really set those big team plays up.
He seems to be hovering between... he just locked in Talon, but he was hovering between Talon and Zed. I guess he must love them assassins on mid lane.
Oh yeah, loving the assassins. I think the big thing though, back on that Poppy point, we see the Lulu Volibear are already picked up. Those two champions have great move speed buffs. They're going to be able to get back into the team fights very quickly, even after getting knocked away. So if they get knocked away just straight down a lane or in the river, they're going to be back in that team fight before you know it, putting their presence in.
And looks like they might be going for the Tristana Leona. That's a great duo bot lane. Leona's very aggressive, so is Tristana. It'd be good to go against Lucian if the Leona is able to get in there and lock the Lucian up. Tristana has the range to continue and just poke him down. Leona gets locked in, so that might be what happens here. Just waiting to see if Tristana is going to be locked in. Another good point would probably be maybe Caitlyn or Vayne, someone who's able to continue with either the range or the mobility to keep up with the Lucian.
Tristana gonna end up locking in. I think the jump actually is a great. I think Tristana's a great champion to bring in here though. With the jump, gonna keep her very safe. They had a problem last game of keeping safe, so a little bit of a mix-up. Gonna be able to maybe affect her playstyle in a good way, as we see what the last pick is here for the red team. Last game they were super strong on Thresh, and Thresh is still open. This game they may be mixing it up.
It looks like they seem to be picking top lanes, so I'm assuming that might be a Poppy support coming in. But while they're waiting for them to lock in, go look back over on the blue team over here and just try to assess what their team comp is. It looks like Leona and Volibear are going to be their main only front line, which is perfectly fine because the utility that Lulu brings with her Hugify, she's going to be able to bring Volibear will go in. Lulu will ult him if he starts getting low. That'll knock everyone back and allow the team fight to continue in. With Azir and Tristana there, they do have going for the engage and team fight.
Yeah, Vladimir, talking about team fight, Vladimir gets locked in. Again, we're seeing that 2 games in a row. Coming in with the big, ultimates, potentially 5-man. To do a lot of damage and amplify the ability power of the team as a Mumu gets dropped down there into the support role.
I feel like they're trolling us here. I had someone who
GTF's a Mumu player.
And there he goes, right into the jungle. As Leap predicted.
Oh my god.
Call him Skara or whoever.
I know my League of Legends, I just can't ward over a bush.
Exactly. As our teams get ready to go on the lift, and we get ready to go into our 3-minute wait.
Alright, so that was pretty good. That was really good, actually. One thing I want to point out is never say maybe. Never verbally question, never even mentally question yourself, because that leads to you backing on your own words, you're backtracking, and then people start to feel uncomfortable because you don't seem to know what you're talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Always have that confidence. Like, this. You know that Leona wants to go all in. That's what Leonas do. You don't need to say maybe that's what they want to do. You need to say that's what they're doing.
See, what I was saying maybe to is if it was going to be either maybe a Tristana or if they're going to change to someone else. I knew that they were going to be going for the all-in. I was just waiting to see who they were going for.
No, I know. I'm just saying an example.
Yeah.
The one thing that you guys didn't touch upon that you could touch upon in the delay right now is the fact that blue team, Team Funk, have so much tower pressure. Tristana Azir is like the most potent combo for taking towers. True. And they have all the safety with a Leona Lulu, along with a skirmishing potential tank of a Volibear. Whereas on the purple seat time, Team Fire, Poppy counters Leona Tristana. And they picked those 2 champions into Poppy right there. Poppy's steadfast presence stops the Tristana jump, stops the Leona engage. Stops the Zenith Blade, rather. So, Poppy can be doing some amazing zoning and probably lock down a kill on a Tristana just because of that one ability. Like, just little microtransactions like that. Like, when you have nothing else to talk about, just say something like that. Another thing is when when Brent says something like, I don't know what he said. When he says something, like he says something about the Leona. He's like, oh, Leona, blah, 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 blah. You never want to, actually, Brent, you did this too, is whenever a point is brought up, you don't want to go to another point. You want to flow from that point to the another point, you know? You don't want to abruptly stop.
All right.
Which is something that is in this champ select and in game. So yeah.
Yeah. Just gotta work on the flow.
Yeah, exactly.
Just gotta become Yasuo.
Yes, exactly.
That took a little bit longer than I thought. I was worried for a moment.
Oh my god. Alright, so me and Brent are gonna do this.
Alright.
Because I want to get some practice in too. And then we're probably going to have one more game. I think they said it's a best of 3. I don't know if they're going to do 3 even if they win or 2 or lose 2, whatever.
Alright, so basically if blue team Team Funk wins this, then it'll go into a tiebreaker. If Team Fire wins, it'll be
I think
GG.
they'll just do 3 anyways.
Okay.
If I ask them to, these guys are both going to be in the tournament, so. As well as, well, Funk wants to be in the tournament. We'll see.
I got to play off into it.
How many teams do you already have signed up and
9.
ready?
We have 9 plus 4 automatic ins.
Alright then.
And that's 1 over our number of teams looking to try to play in. So somebody's gonna get heartbroken.
Poor them.
Yep.
Before.
Alright, I'm standing up. I'm gonna see how this goes.
I'm already standing, Lee, because I just got back and I'm already.
Yeah, but I was eating.
I
That's why I had him do champ select.
know, dude. I was eating the chips and salsa right before we started.
Yeah, I was eating some rice, just sitting here eating while we're waiting for everyone to get here.
You never want to eat and cast, man. That's the number one rule.
One thing.
One time, I remember. I'm pretty sure you did it too.
I did it. It was the finals. Remember the
It
finals?
was pizza.
I was
I was
actually
solo
listening.
casting it for a while because Lee was just like eating pizza.
Because I was so hungry, man.
I was in
hungry.
champ select, just
I just
going.
I was watching the videos last night just because I was bored and I was trying to get to bed and I was just watching them. And you were just saying like, I'm trying to take a bite while you cast, and you take a bite while I cast.
Yep, exactly. All right, here we go.
Exactly. We're on to the rift. As both teams getting put down, buying up their items, getting ready to go. Lee, are you hyped up? Because I am fucking hyped.
I'm hyped up. After last game, I mean, both of these teams won a spot in this tournament, so I can only imagine how this is going to go. Both Team Funk and Team Fire under the one organization of Team Fire with Funk, broken up into 2 teams under the same leadership. So these are both fantastic scrim partners, so I cannot wait to see what both of them bring onto the rift.
Yeah, 2 sister teams going at it. Always gonna give us a great show for sure, as these teams decide not to do level 1 action at the moment. Just gonna get their wards down and get ready for the long haul.
Yeah, there's no level 1 cheese like there was last game, blowing flashes all over the place, so we're just going to get a little bit of defensive lineup in the river and then prep for, the jungle camps.
Right, for the jungle camps indeed. So Lee, tell me, who do you think takes this game? Right now it's a 1 minute mark.
Based on champ select, I would lean towards Fire, just simply because CTF isn't a Mumu jungle. He does that a lot. And Vladimir seemed pretty potent in the top lane. He did pretty okay against Renekton, and I think he has a good team fight. But I gotta say, I love the Tristana Azir combo. The ability to just wreck towers instantly, bring them down to half health, is just something that is really hard to deal with. So I really want to say Team Fire because I know a Mumu, but I'm gonna say Team Funk.
Team Funk with the siege and the scary mid game for sure. I don't know. I have to disagree with that. I think the Tristana Amumu is gonna bring it in. When you start comboing the ults, the Vladimir Amumu is gonna be scary indeed. After you get the tears doing damage down after the Vladimir ult.
There can only be one Brent.
There can. You know what? We'll have to put some money down on this later.
Oh man, so savage. You know I'm unemployed. You can't do that to me.
Oh wow, what a shame. Looks like my team wins by default
Oh.
as the farming goes down. But no, the mid game's gonna be, or a lot of our action takes place as these teams gonna bring out just the synergy, the utility, the team comps for it, and it should be a very exciting 15 to 30 minutes.
I really wanna. The one thing I really want to talk about before we get too much action here is, as soon as this thing gets to mid game, Talon is gonna have an incredibly hard time assassinating anybody. As long as Auxir on his Lulu is in the right place at the right time, there's no way Talon can assassinate anyone. Just pop Wild Growth and Tristana, Azir, even Lulu herself will be completely safe and have the potential to get out, especially with the peel from the Leona. So I just don't think that the assassination potential is there for Team Fire.
Team Fire definitely going to have to try to get, I guess, greater war coverage, or deeper war coverage, to maybe give Talon a chance to get in and pick the targets he needs to before the team fight breaks out. This game may hinge on his mechanics.
Volibear's coming in.
Volibear coming in. Tristana going to jump. Going to get the explosive proc. Lucian, flash, heal. Going to try to get out. 2 more autos.
Oh my god!
Holy flash. Dude, gonna end it as Tristana flashback. Tristana jump. Not gonna be enough. Oh my god, I just called Poppy Tristana.
Little bit of a misplay there on the caster desk, but regardless, we got 3 summoners for 4 summoners in the bot lane and a death. So overall, very well done for Funk. The explosive charge doing some insane amount of damage onto the Lucian and the Poppy, forcing her flash and exhaust after the fact. So very well executed early gank by Volibear.
Great gank, and it's gonna give Funk the advantage here with the summoner spells. He's still having the heal flash. Is gonna just be crazy with their 2v2s down there in the bot lane. Even without jungle help, they're gonna still be rolling that. Even though they shouldn't. CTF was spotted, but he's still going for it. Gonna get the bandage toss. Talon immediately. Ignite! Gonna bring him down.
That was really, really poorly played by Zolo right there. They pinged him out. They even noticed he was there, and yet he still stayed in the mid lane, tried to poke him out and get some farm, greedy farm. And then even after the fact, he doesn't flash the bandage toss. He flashes after the fact, which ended up costing him the flash that he tried to save and his life. So, big misplay by Azir.
Big misplay by the Azir. Gonna allow both these junglers to be very effective on their first ganks, which, you know, means a very crazy lane phase for us as Amumu is poking in here.
Oh!
Vladimir is taking a lot of damage already. Lulu's gonna
CTF!
The bandage toss keeps her in check as Vladimir.
Oh! Glitter lance!
Wow, Lulu, Vladimir both flash, but Lulu gonna be able to secure the glitter lance. Volibear's coming up. He's trying to push the Amumu back. Here comes Talon. Here comes Azir. The rotations are on point by both these teams. Volibear starting to get chunked down. He still has the passive. Talon
Here comes Zolo.
Want it.
Getting some safe extraction from Zolo.
Oh, the team rotations though on both sides are just 100% on point, making this a very, very interesting team game.
Yeah, no doubt about that. That was really smart by Azir right there to go kind of hold Volibear's hand as he gets out of that jungle, or else Volibear was as good as dead having Talon and CTF roam right down there. Again, so smart play by Zolo, getting his jungler out safely.
A little bit of the misplay earlier, making up for it right there by saving a death, so maybe he's even on the scoreboard for his team.
Interestingly enough, while Talon does have a kill, Azir is only down 1 kill and up in farm by about 12, so the gold difference is only about 100 gold for both champions.
Yeah, Azir able to farm effectively with a little bit longer range than Talon, keeping Talon more at bay, zoned out, is doing a lot of work, and we'll see that lead increase. Only in the late game, Leona going in though in the bottom lane. Poppy getting the cast charge on her. Tristana's trying to focus her down. Support focus for support focus as both of them get out safely.
Yeah,
I just want to point out that the Azir is actually ahead in gold. The about 12 would be equal to a kill in farm.
Oh. Well, now we know.
The more you know.
Yeah, so right now Azir has 650 while Talon has 550.
That is true. Azir's actually ahead of him in the total gold by 60 gold.
CTF gonna get that really defensive ward there, gonna spot Volibear. They knew he was there. He's there in case they try any kind of fancy footwork. This Volibear is working his way towards the mid lane.
Oh.
Spot to the pink ward.
Pink wards come out. Pink wards go home.
And go! Come out for the pink ward clear!
As Volibear soaks it out, both these junglers are looking for some bottom lane action. As ganks, they're looking to get some ganks out here in the bottom lane. I fucked that one up. I had a point, and I totally fucking forgot about it.
It's alright.
I know.
Shit happens. We're getting to the point. We got the second jungle buffs up. CTF's going to be clearing his blue buff. Taking that over for himself. And Mumu being a very mana-dependent champion, especially in the earlier stages of the game.
Mumu's been doing a great job getting through his jungle. Ahead in CS on this Volibear, which you usually wouldn't expect from an Amumu. Volibear is usually considered a stronger early game jungle.
Yeah,
but Amumu's proving him wrong in this game.
They're going to meet here and do a little bit of an awkward, hello in the jungle of Volibear that gets some ward coverage, but not too much coming from it.
Not much at all besides one ward that may end up sweeped out here. No.
The pink ward.
The pink ward gonna clear it as the sweeper was on cooldown. Dragon also got warded there too, so they may be looking to take that. Volibear gank in the mid lane forces the Talon flash.
That was a really good reactive play from Talon right there. They would have instantly killed him if he was allowed to get there. Volibear would have just tossed him right on over his head, and then Azir would have just walled him to the other side, and then the flash would have been pretty much null and void at that point. So, good reaction from Talon.
Yeah, Volibear not getting anything in the mid lane, coming down the bot lane. Flash pulls the Poppy back. Lucian, though, pulling 100% to Volibear's face. Couldn't be able to drop him down. The Tristana still wants it. The Poppy ultimate keeps her safe as
She's still alive!
She's still alive, and she gets ulted back under turret. Thanks for her ultimate, allowing her to get in position. Here comes Amumu to try to help out. Lucian's just going ham. As a failed gank coming from the Funk side.
Coming from the Funk, indeed. That was not what they wanted there. Steadfast presence. I almost thought that... What is it? Crustacean? Poppy. I almost thought Poppy was going to go down there, but as soon as the aggressive flash Volibear came through and the calling straight to his face, I mean, that was pretty much gonzo for the jungler of Funk. Very, very much an overextension by the jungler. So.
Talking about overextension, Volibear getting jumped on in the mid lane, getting the Talon and a Mumu to just put him down. He had no reason to be there and got punished for it.
Yeah, funny enough is the fact that Fire doesn't even have any wards in anywhere on the map right now, other than the two pink wards near the Tri-Bush and the River Bush on bot side. There's no real offensive or defensive wards for Team Fire, so that was insane for them to be able to do that. Flash.
Oh, Flash ultimate in the top lane by the Vladimir. Response from the Lulu. Vlad's really trying to get this. Lulu's gonna be safe though, as both are two very sustaining champions.
Wow. That was a really good micro outplay by Chrysithian, if you guys didn't notice that. She used her passive shield to actually block the damage from the explosive charge there, so very well micro outplay, but up on top lane.
Vladimir's gonna need some micro outplays here.
Oh!
There he goes with the pool. Dodging the Azir ultimate, the Ignite gonna come down. Gonna try to take up the flash from the Lulu. Able to get the last auto needed. Amumu Talon trying to collapse in on this. Azir's jumping out. Lulu with the slow on the glitter lance.
Amumu has flash, but he doesn't want to go for it.
Amumu not able to quite get there. Some crazy action going down the top.
Oh!
Amumu actually going in under turret. Getting pushed back at the start, flashing out of the turret range. Talon's now tanking it up. Amumu's on the run. Bot lane, we got Tristana getting forced back. Leona ultimate down to Poppy, knocking up the support. Lucian's trying to call
Double
it.
tap.
It's eating a lot of that. Back on the top side, Still trying to get the gank under the tower. Here comes the teleport from the Vladimir. Lulu's on the run. Volibear's there as well. As red side on the way out.
Yeah, that was a really, really risky play right there from both teams, in all honesty, with Team Fire advancing so far into the jungle with no ward coverage there. They decided it was not worth the risk or the reward, so they decided to back out after they got that ward into the tri-bush. So, very risky plays here from both teams.
Very risky indeed. Well, it's on the risk. Tristana jumping in, getting instantly popped. He's supposed to cast, gonna be enough for the Tristana to pick up the Lucian. Vladimir in trouble again, top lane. Volibear secures the kill. Poppy trying to win the support fight.
Oh, she might have this.
2 autos to go. Not quite able to do it as both teams start to focus the AD carries instead of support.
Volley, it's right there. The pink ward, no.
The curse of not checking the bush.
Always.
Volibear walked right past that.
That's very unfortunate. But like that, still, like I was saying, there's really no ward coverage, aggressive wards coming from Fire, who seem to be wanting to play incredibly aggressive. So this playstyle is very unlike what I would expect for someone with the lack of coverage that they have.
Definitely a different playstyle that we saw in game 1. They had much better ward coverage. As this game is very, it's very lacking. Their pink wards are finally coming out, in more aggressive positions.
Oh, CTF's on the backside.
Oh, TTF coming in on the backside. Gonna be able to lock up the Azir. Gets the ultimate for it. No ward coverage out of Funk either. A lot of these junglers are really easy time with their ganks.
Yeah, this is a 100% jungle game right now. There's no real innate strength or weakness to either lane, but the junglers are kind of just saying, I'm here and this is what I'm going to do. And that's pretty much the story of the game. Yeah, exactly.
They're definitely doing it. Bot lane, we got Poppy.
There it is!
To be able to jump in. Great counter.
What did I say? That steadfast presence just innately counters Tristana and Leona. Or Tristana. Tristana and Leona. Yeah, the rocket jump.
Picked it into it. Talon getting chunked down by the Volibear, alting away. Volibear getting juked out. Tristana, or Poppy, focusing down the Leona.
Ooh, Thunderlords.
Thunderlords in the top lane, getting a big hit. Vladimir gonna try to get the kill on the Lulu. Lulu ults, try to keep alive.
Glitter Lance missed!
Gonna be able to soak up the kill. Bot lane, Lucian getting flipped back, fails to flash over the wall. A Mumu stun, gonna keep him locked up as Volibear becomes the next target. Talon able to focus him down. Here comes Poppy onto the Azir. Azir's running for his life. He's got a tower. Got 3 men, no mana. A Mumu going in, tanking the tower first. Here comes Tristana, back up from the grave. Poppy able to push him into the wall, get the stun. A Mumu not going to be able to get out from the tower, though, as he just took way too much damage. Tristana jump, though, going to continue the fight after we thought it was over. And goodbye, Poppy, after Tristana jumped into a whole load of minions.
That was the best consolation prize Funk could have gotten there. I mean, that would have been a completely different fight had Azir not popped his ultimate in panic in the middle lane earlier. That would have been a completely zoned off Team Fire, and they wouldn't have been able to actually touch anyone on Team Funk. So that could have been completely disengaged had Azir not panic ulted in the mid lane just a few seconds earlier. But otherwise, they got a good consolation prize in the CTF and Poppy pickup. So
yeah, Azir would have made a big impact in that, whereas his counterpart is already making big impacts with 6 kills, able to find those picks we were talking about earlier.
I didn't think that he would have this much of an impact, honestly, but then again, we have yet to get to mid-game.
That is true. We're still in the late early game phase, still in the laning. Dragon not taken yet, not really even being looked at, as both these teams just content to farm up and just have the action, started by the junglers.
Yeah, the amount of pressure that the junglers have been able to push on every lane is just something that could so easily be countered by ward coverage, which are just now starting to come out. You can see Team Fire, or Team Funk rather, has a lot of coverage in their bot side jungle and river now. They're tired of seeing that Amumu said mummy in that bot lane. They're tired of saying, here, give me a hug. But top lane trading
No war coverage for this. Vladimir means the Volibear gets right in. He finds the turret, but that's a mistake. Surprise! Here comes Volibear, keeping him on the turret. He's actually going to be able to get the Lulu as well. Successful tower dive, maybe, as he trades his life for Lulu's. Talon picking up the Azir in rotation as a Mumu dances with the dragon. Poppy going to start tanking the turret for Lucian. The Culling not able to quite find his mark. As Talon and Mumu take the dragon.
That was an incredibly well-timed dragon pickup right there. They got 2 picks into the top and the mid lane, and they knew they pretty much had nothing left.
Leona's trying to trade it out, trying to get the stun down, but stun Poppy instead. Volibear gonna not get the Talon as a Mumu drops him. Poppy staying alive. Tristana picked up the Lucian, traded her life for it. Poppy doing what she can, but she's out of mana. Here comes
Leona needs to get out of there.
Here comes Talon.
She had a chance. It's gone.
She's going to get dove here. Here comes the TP out of the Lulu. Azir's rushing down the bot lane as well. Poppy didn't quite get the memo. And she's going to get focused out. Here comes the Leona stun. The Poppy auto. And down she goes.
Help picks takes down the support. That little Yordle. Or not Yordle. That little Poro doing all the work.
The Poros are OP. That is for sure. A lot of pings going down. They saw CTF there sitting in the bush. Wisely backs out. Poppy, made the team communication isn't quite where we thought. As the team pretty much left, and she didn't.
Yeah, leaving a support right there, just kind of to fend for herself. She had really no escapes. Both of her summoners are popped, so that was pretty much as good as gone. But good TP instinct from the Lulu there, though. Had she not TP'd there, Leona was as good as dead. With the inevitable dive coming from the Amumu bandage toss. So very well thought out play by Lulu.
She was definitely in a lot of trouble down there. As 3 members of Fire were going to easily take that kill under that tower. Probably even the tower as well. Which surprisingly, no towers yet.
Oh my goodness. Nearly 20 minutes and no towers yet.
What a crazy game. A long laning base indeed. Poppy's trying to start something. Bot gonna stop.
What did I say?
Holy crap. Leona ultimate gonna lock up the Lucian. Tristana jump. Gonna follow it. Lucian's taking a lot of damage.
Poppy does damage.
Leona as Volibear comes in. Poppy actually able to solo the Tristana. What is going on?
That 100%. That was 100% not expecting the Poppy damage. Poppy's Q does percent health, but the bandage toss!
Top lane getting tower dove. Talon just missing the Q, allowing the Vladimir ultimate to drop it. Bottom lane, we're going to lose the turret. Fire decides not to take the turret top lane as they rotate back towards the mid lane.
Yeah, they really probably should have pushed the tower up top, trying to even it. Just like that, the goal is only 2,000, roughly 2,000 up for Team Fire right now. But
Volibear's going to come mid lane, try to stop that, get spotted out for it. Maybe with these towers going down, we'll see a transition into this mid game that we're just so excited to see.
It looks like they're all kind of going for the ARAM strat here. Try and siege down this mid lane tower. Neither has gone down as of yet.
We got 4 members on each team in the mid lane or approximately close to it as Poppy starts clearing out some of the wards. Sierra just deciding to put it right back in there after the scanner wears off. Poppy is having none of this damage though. Amumu going in with the bandage toss onto the tank. Not the right target. Vladimir has the teleport.
You gotta be so careful on the team of Funk right now. If Poppy gets close,
well, Poppy got close, but Amumu got dropped, and she wished the ultimate. Here comes the Vladimir on the TP after going back to base to buy items, but he's coming in way too late. Everyone's still very healthy. Lulu ult gonna make herself even healthier. Poppy's still alive somehow, not sure. Great focus from the Funk team. Poppy forced to flash out as Azir's trying to focus down the Talon. Vladimir's on the back line. Azir getting dropped. Lulu got the Talon, but Vladimir getting the double kill to kind of even out that fight. What a crazy team fight.
That was kind of insane. I did not expect that to go that way. The slight outplays from Team Fire did so much work right there. The Poppy is one of those pressure champions where if she gets anywhere near the backline, especially near the Tristana or the Azir, there's nothing they can do. They have to blow their flash, because if they try to rocket jump, if they try to soldier shuffle away, they're just going to get popped up and CC'd there because of the steadfast presence. So Poppy has so much pressure in all of these team fights, there's really nothing they can do other than force a flash.
Yeah, I think though Volibear did a great job keeping Poppy away from the back line, which allowed the rest of her team, or the rest of his team, to get in there and kill the Amumu, who was just a little bit too far out for his tank stats right now. Too far out. Vladimir top lane getting launched back. As 3 minutes out, he may actually get a kill for this and trade his life. He's trying to get the Lulu, but the Lulu just ults and scratches any notion of that.
Yeah, that was incredibly ballsy from Deft on the Vladimir up top right there. But oh my, even in the mid lane.
Even the mid lane, Talon getting ignited and ulting after the Leona stun. Gonna serve to send him back to the fountain with the death.
Yeah, lacking these vision, these basic vision all around the map, especially in the top lane with the Vladimir there.
Oh, Vision Poppy coming in. Lucian the calling. Volibear trying to get in the back line. Gonna be able to pop him back. Poppy not able to knock the Volibear away. And she's gonna lose her life as well. As Azir soaks up a double.
There was no reason to try and contest that right there. They had so much pressure on that tower that having a Lucian Poppy go into 4 members of Team Funk was pretty much just suicide there.
They're not going into 4 members though. Hold on a sec. Here comes a Mumu.
Oh man. Funneling in. Hey!
Uh-oh, 1 by 1. Goodbye. Ward coverage OP. Lulu gonna be a bro and secure the kill.
The gold lead was at 1.4 thousand gold in the favor of Team Fire, but right now it's already swapped to be pretty dead even with that tower going down.
Crazy gold swing and first dragon for Funk. Wow, Funk looks to be on a roll right now. Vladimir just gets picked off too. Talon gonna try to do what he can
again
in terms of picking up that Azir, but wow.
This reoccurring theme of this vision. Team Fire is insanely lacking this. See, counter, bam! But you can't counter 4 members of the enemy team.
You can't counter 4 champions as Poppy loses her life. Lucian trying to do what he can on the backside, but Fire is just going into these fights 1 by 1 by 1 and dying 1 by 1 by 1. You'd think they'd learn.
I don't even understand what the thought process was there. They already lost 2 members to the same brush. Why not a 3rd member? Just say, call it a uneven 3.
Why not make it 3? Exactly. Oh boy, Funk coming back into this. Fire had such a great early game. And Funk just hanging in there as a team. It definitely has the upper hand right now.
Oh man, I guess you could say that Fire is getting funked up.
Fire is definitely getting funked up. But Fire, they're looking in this mid lane. They got 3 right now. Poppy's coming close. Oh, they're rotating as I speak. Not much to rotate towards as Vladimir goes up to push that wave back in the top lane.
Yeah, Lucian is in the bot lane right now, so if Funk wanted to pressure Baron, they probably could force a team fight. Seeing that Lucian is in the bot lane right now, all 5 members of Funk are rotating top, it looks like, as Tristana is pushing out the mid lane, but right now, Lucian's all by himself in the bot.
Lucian's all by himself in the bot, trying to get that tower, trying to push it down quick. Funk just really needs to, they could just bait this out, take advantage of the 4-on-5. So far, it looks like they finally grouped up and maybe starting it, but not effectively being able to pick.
They got to make something happen fast or that tower's going to go down for nothing.
It looks like it will go down for nothing as there's Lucian soaking it up. Volibear is going to try to answer that top lane here as Lucian starts rotating up the river towards mid lane. 4-man squad coming out of the Fire side. Just try to get some vision.
Yeah, this is going to be a really tense fight here, or a really tense skirmish here for a little bit until both Volibear and Lucian join them up, and they will be joining them in the mid lane right now. Whimsy's popped on to Tristana.
Full teams are here. This is a 5-on-5. Poppy uses the ultimate, knocks away Leona and Volibear. Tristana gets focused on, forced to flash out on the backside. There's a Mumu with a big bandage shot.
Oh my goodness!
Talon. Lucian calling right into Volibear. Talon shutting the Volibear down. Lulu able to pick him up though. Poppy securing the Leona. But Azir untouched. Gonna be able to soak up a double kill. Maybe even a triple kill here. Tristana securing that kill.
On the back of Azir. His back has got to hurt so hard right now. 5-man Amumu ultimate. 5-man Leona ultimate. You know what? You're not engaging on us today. Boom! Azir wall. Emperor's Divide. Stops the entire engage from Fire. And that was beautiful. Disengage and then re-engage from Funk. So incredible play from Zolo right there.
Great fight from Funk as none of the carries, none of the squishes really took any damage at all.
They're going to get top tower for free.
They may get a second top tower here. Amumu trying to stop it. They're going to be able to push him back as Talon and Lucian come up and quickly rush on out here with the home guards.
Zolo, don't do that.
Zolo back in a very, very dangerous spot.
That was probably the best possible, the worst possible, but yet best possible at the same time for Team Funk. At first, it was so panicked, like, oh my god, we're gonna get aced! And then all of a sudden, we're safe. No more Talon, no more Lucian, no more Poppy. We're done. So, yeah. Incredible team fight right there.
Incredible, just having all the members understand on the team. You know, they didn't have somebody running off, trying to live. They all stayed there. They all stood and fought, and that's what allowed them to secure that victory. If Azir would have turned tail and run, that would have never happened. If Tristana would have turned tail, Azir would have just died very quickly. So that was just great team communication and great team fight.
Great teamwork coming out of Team Funk right there. Just having that voice of reason in the back of your head. No, calm down. We can do this. And sometimes that's all you need. We're going to Bob Ross it up here for a minute. Happy little accident from Azir.
Happy little accidents as the trees all have friends.
Oh, man. There's no Maokai in this game.
No Maokai, but there's a lot of friendship going on.
True.
As Funk is doing work with it.
Oh, man. Poppy's getting minion blocked a little bit there.
Poppy doing a lot to secure kills for her team. She's got 5 kills.
Yeah,
compared
kill
to her
secure.
The other Aerie carries 2 kills. I'm sure this Poppy's channeling her inner Lee.
Oh, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That hurts, man. I get kills when I need to get kills.
Looks like Poppy got kills when she needed to get kills here too, but Lucian not having the gold to really answer what Tristana's bringing to these team fights. The farm is completely identical for the 280 carries, but Tristana having the gold advantage for it.
About 1,000 gold lead for Tristana right there.
Having the extra Quicksilver Sash. The items fairly similar, but the Quicksilver Sash can definitely mean the difference in some of these fights. The teleport's coming down for this dragon. We're getting a fight here.
Oh, Poppy!
Poppy pushed out to Leona. Azir gonna get shrunk down through the Lulu ult as Lulu forced to flash wall, dragging 4 members up into their jungle.
They can still take this. It's right now 3-on-4 up there, but everyone on Team Fire is low enough.
Low enough, and
Whimsy.
Lulu is completely low as Talon finishes it off with the Ignite. And a push on the mid lane from Fire here. Funk not in position to defend this.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage onto that tower. It's going to happen. Lucian's double tap is going to just slowly eat away at that. That passive double attack.
Oh, the Leona stun getting 2 key members. The Amumu not able to bandage toss. Leona diving in on the Lucian, but she's pretty low. Forced to flash back. Azir gonna soak it up. Volibear now in trouble. The passive gonna keep him alive through the Lucian.
Oh my goodness!
Tristana not able to do it.
Oh, she could have done it.
She could have had that if she wanted to. She had heal, so she hit with no trouble there. No fear of dying. But Fire doing work and getting the tower mid lane.
That was a same story as last game. Is we had, what was it, Team Fire ahead in the early game. Then they started to throw mid game, and Funk started to come ahead, and then Funk threw. Then Fire came back with a good team fight and won it. That's kind of the same story that's happening here. Early game, Team Fire had all the advantages. They had everything they wanted. Then they started to throw a little bit through that big team fight near the red buff, near Lucian right now. And now all of a sudden, kills are tied up, goals pretty much tied up, and Fire's going to start to come back into the swing of things.
Fire is definitely coming back into the swing of things. You could almost say it's like a coin flipping through the air. Who's it going to land on? Who is going to finally come out on top?
At this point, it's probably going to rely 100% on Tristana and Lulu. Tristana is going to be one of those late game AD carries that's going to bring a lot of damage, and if you can get into position in it properly without getting caught out, that's going to be a lot of pressure onto Team Fire. So,
Oh, Volibear aggroing the dragon with this Titanic Hydra. The biggest thing I would see here is if Talon can still make an impact.
Poppy's not there right now. They just don't know it.
Uh-oh. Poppy coming out of the base, trying to rush out there with their home guards. Funk had an opportunity here to maybe take a 4-on-5.
They didn't know Poppy wasn't there. That's unfortunate.
No deep vision in the jungle, so they're not going to be able to see that. But if Talon can find a pick here, anywhere on the map, on the Tristana or on the Wazir without the Lulu, I think that's a 1 game for Team Fire here.
Yeah, they want to siege this. That was an awkward turret from Azir that probably should have been placed a little bit on the next inner turret. But a little bit of safety if they do have a back foot that they have to retreat in this next team fight.
You may say that was a premature turret erection,
Oh my god!
but Azir, they're going to have the safety if they need it. Fire not going to be able to push in. Poppy trying to get the flank on the back. Sitting in the jungle right now. Tristana actually, though, going to find it. Their team starts to follow. Lucian, in the top lane. It's a 4-on-5. Fire wisely backing out.
Lucian's top right now. They know this. They have all the vision to see him. Those minions are showing Lucian. They should totally push this mid lane right now and force a fight.
Mid lane or bot lane. A lot of minions down on the bottom. Potentially may even have the Baron pressure here. Mumu going in with the ultimate.
Oh!
Tristana and Azir. Azir getting popped. Poppy pushing the Volibear out of there. Leona getting Lulu ultimate. Volibear still doing work on the Vladimir. Vladimir actually picking up the Lulu as Talon secures the Leona. And a huge mistake out of Team Funk.
That was so unfortunately misplayed by Team Funk right there. As soon as Leona's ultimate hit the back lane, they should have just turned tail and ran. There was no way they could follow up with that after all of their cooldowns had been burned.
No way to follow up, and no reason also for those squishy carries to be in the front line there, as Leona and Volibear were both behind them in that siege. Gonna allow Team Fire to take a free Baron and relieve a lot of pressure that Funk was bringing.
Yeah, big misplay from Team Funk right there. Same story as last game though. Fire, then Funk, and now Fire's coming out on top again.
This coin still flipping. Still waiting to see where it finally lands. Dragon coming up in a minute. Scuttle Crab going to get taken, get a little bit of vision of that. Maybe even some move speed in the next team fight. As both teams come back onto the rift. Amazingly how even these two teams are.
Yeah, Azir's going to get spotted out by a ward in the tri-brush right there. As you can see the ping. So they know that all of Funk is in that bottom side jungle.
They know it's in there. Amumu gonna confirm it with his ward over the Wraith Camp. And we got a 4-on-4 here in the mid lane as Lulu pushes top and Vladimir pushes top or bottom for a turret. Vladimir gonna be closer than Lulu, so definitely gonna apply more pressure for Team Fire than Lulu will for Team Funk. Amumu's rotating down to try to see who they can pick. This is great for Team Fire. Volibear forced through the jungle. Gonna try to keep running. Poppy's on the back line. Throwing the shield at Azir, forcing the Tristana jump. Here comes Vladimir now. focusing down on the Azir, forcing him out of the fight, and Volley's going to fall through.
Wow.
Great rotations coming out of here from Team Fire. As
So
a Mumu
much.
gets a huge ultimate on the Tristana under the tower. Leona gets Lulu ultimate and flashes. Amumu is gonna soak up the double kill for it as he secures the kill.
So much damage coming out of that Vladimir ultimate. Popped Azir on the back end and as well as Volibear. As soon as that happened, that was pretty much game. There's nothing Tristana could do there, as well as Poppy's ultimate keeping Leona alive. Just slowly, Baron's going to take down the base of Team Fire, or Team Funk rather.
Fire's gonna make this game officially theirs as they win too. Actually, Poppy's gonna save the Lulu. A little bit of friendly sportsmanship coming out of his sister teams, gonna keep him alive. And Fire takes game number 2 with well team rotations.
Well, team rotation.
I know, right?
Good guy, Poppy.